What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check it out, baby. Hey, last day in the Philippines, y'all. I'm getting back on the plane. I told them, as soon as I turn the mic on, they want to make all this noise. And sure enough, she back and making noise. We are in the hotel, y'all. I'm about to get back on the plane and go back to the United States. Hey, then I'm going up to this Puffy trial in New York. Gotta go up there. Big Gene up there, man. Tisha Tales up there. Jaguar right up there. Just to name a few. And there's a couple other people that's up there, man. And Uncle Mike and the Music Recording Network will be up there real soon. Check this out, man. This video, Katt Williams reveals why DMX was scared of Diddy. Lord have mercy. I thought everybody was scared of DMX. Where my dogs at? Not Ralph, not Ralph. That's a high pitch. That's one of them little scruffy dogs. DMX said, anyway, man. Hey, rest in peace to DMX, man. He had a unique sound, man, and he was spitting, young. He was spitting, man. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. I'm a Rough Riders. Meet me outside. That's why Uncle Mike. I know the words, but I just can't even. There's a disconnect from my brain to my mouth. I know it. I accept it and everything. That's why the boy crazy. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out.
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agents.
What's going down with the industry, dog?
The industry is full of a bunch of sucking, riding, bending over the desk, nigga, straight up.
I realized that, you know what? This is God's country because I met the devil here. Because if I hadn't met the devil here, I wouldn't realize I was strong enough to overcome the obstacles that the devil would place in my path.
DMX tried to warn us. DMX was speaking out against the industry a long time ago. Check this out.
Just the wrong one in the industry and you will get hurt. I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. So I do what the f I want because nobody can finish me.
That's the least.
The industry wants it, dead or alive, new artists to sell their souls and where they survive. The industry don't give a f about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you.
So, peep this. Turns out DMX been trying to warn us about Diddy for years, but folks just brushed him off like he was wildin'. But guess who wasn't asleep? Katt Williams. Yeah, Uncle Mike said Katt been peeping the play. Just like X, he got blackballed, locked up, called crazy, all because he wouldn't play puppet for the industry. See, both of them been exposing how this game really works behind the curtain. If you ain't down with the agenda, they come for you. Now, Katt finally letting the truth breathe, connecting the dots. DMX wasn't just battling addiction, he was at war with the system. And to X, Diddy was the system. But what did X see that made him dip on the game? And when did he realize Diddy might be working with the other side?
Huh?
So you wonder what they did to get them?
I told him no. What y'all do?
they got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play their
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executives' dick.
DMX once said they got this new breed of rappers sucking up to execs trying to buy their way in. He wasn't talking metaphor, he meant literally. These dudes doing anything for spins, for deals, for cosigns. That was a jab straight to the bad boy empire. And now, with Diddy under fire for some unspeakable dark stuff, them same voices folks used to clown are finally being vindicated. Katt and X were never just ranting, they were testifying. And they warned us about the snakes, the execs, the rituals, the predators, but folks laughed, called them washed up or off their rocker. Now, all that talk sound like prophecy. Part 3. There's an old clip floating where DMX flat out said Diddy was R-wording his artists. Some thought he meant on paper, like robbing them for royalties. But with all this nasty truth spilling lately, others think X meant exactly what he said. No cap. DMX also talked about how folks in the industry invite you to dinners just to get control of your art. That screamed Diddy. Because remember, 50 Cent once said Diddy asked him to go shopping, like on some Suspect vibes. And get this, X said Diddy didn't want to sign him to Bad Boy at first, called him unmarketable.
Like, damn. I'm glad, you know,
But when he saw Def Jam ready to cash out, Puff flipped and begged him to stay. X wasn't with it. He heard things, and the energy wasn't right. Even if you want to say DMX was talking contracts and not bodies, what he said still hit different now, especially with how Diddy allegedly moved behind the scenes. X even clowned 𝗟𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 one time, saying he knew about Ja's relationship with his male stylist. Said he got the tea from inside. The way X told it, rappers were straight up bending over for deals. Literally. He wasn't sugarcoating it either. He said dudes were selling their souls and their manhood just to get airplay. DMX stayed calling the industry out. Said it was filled with suck-ups, snakes, and punks doing favors instead of making hits. Let me be me. He said, I'll give you the music, you give me the bag, that's it. But nah, they wanted more. They wanted control, dinner dates, private meetings, compromise. And X was like, miss me with that.
Certain subjects you gonna touch on this, or just like you just going at him?
About him being a homo, you know he be too, right?
No.
Yeah, I was styling his clothes. I got the inside information, man. I was styling his clothes for one of them shows. Got him ecstasy on one night and him.
No, dog.
Yeah, 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 was niggas, I'm telling you, dog. Oh my mama. Told me that himself. He said, yeah, I was with Jai, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he was all ecstasy up, so he
What?
Whoa.
What?
It was crazy, yeah, man. That shit, they walk around with a bag of them pills, man. Talk about me, you can't be serious. That X is everything. Get it? X is everything. Hi, me.
Then came his joint, The Industry, where he laid it all out. That was his blueprint. He said the game wasn't about talent, it was about obeying, about being molded. And if you didn't bow down, they'd try to break you. Fast forward to 2025, and X's words hit harder than ever. He said new artists would sell their soul just to stay alive in the industry. And now we see it.
Now, you got issues with the industry. What's going down with the industry, dog?
The industry is full of a bunch of sucking, riding, bending over the desk, straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it. Bring it. I don't give a bring it. Bring it. They got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play their shit.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executive. It's like there's too much of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them and like that, and you know, all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I give you the music, you give my money.
The game got dirtier. And just like Katt, DMX got painted as a problem. The media dragged him, turned his addiction into headlines. Even after he passed in 2021, the New York Times had the nerve to call him a troubled rapper. Wild. Yeah, he had his demons. But never once was X accused of messing with young girls or doing no predatory stuff. Zero. Nada.
Doesn't have to do with talent. It's about playing the game. The industry. Real is dying to get in. The industry. Just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going dress like this and talk with the bat. The industry got your word meaning nothing. The industry, what you heard because he's bluffing. The industry, money, hate, but I dare you to try to take a thing off my plate if you ain't got a strong mind. The industry will break you down, it's a matter of time.
Meanwhile, folks like Diddy been swimming in accusations and still getting awards. Make it make sense. Part 7. Katt dealt with the same smoke. Dude got famous and still kept getting locked up. In 2009, he got rolled on in a Walmart lot in Georgia. No charges, just intimidation. Katt said it was a witch hunt. He said 6 dudes rolled up, armed, claimed he had heat, then brought in the sheriff. Set up.
The industry, vultures with nothing to feast on. See me, I'm getting my beast on. The industry, stay in the dirt, play in the dirt, test the wrong one in the industry and you will get hurt. I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. Industry, wanted, dead or alive, new artists to sell their souls in the way they survive. The industry don't give a about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you.
It ain't stopped there. In 2012, cops raided his crib, said he endangered his kids with guns and weed. Charges got dropped, but the damage was done. Media spun the block with it, said he was unstable. But Katt said the guns were in locked boxes. Cops broke them open. Then they snatched his kids from his office. Not even his house, his office. Katt said, I adopted 7 kids, raised them 14 years. Now y'all want to call me a danger? Even crazier, in 2014, Katt and 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 got locked up for allegedly taking a camera from a PAP. But Katt said it was deeper than that. In 2014, Katt and 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 got arrested. Media said they attacked paparazzi, but Katt said, nah, the truth? 𝗗𝗡𝗡 was filming 𝗗𝗢𝗡's 5-year-old peeing behind a dumpster, and the lady had the nerve to say, oh, I thought that was Katt's kid. They faced 20 years off that alone. Only thing that saved them? Security cams in Beverly Hills. Otherwise, they'd be upstate right now. X even told Dr. Phil that he met the devil 3 times, said he had to know both sides to understand the game. Dr. Phil quoted his lyrics, mow the grass, you'll see the snakes. And that hit. That's what X was saying. You gotta clear the BS to see the truth. Then they got spiritual. X spit lyrics from Lord Give Me a Sign, said he had convos with God on every album. Said the devil offered him things, but he peeped the trick and walked away. Said, I put out 7 albums, he only on 3. Part 10. In a 2009 jail interview, DMX said he met the devil in Arizona. He used to watch the sunrise there, called it God's country, but then something flipped. He said, if I hadn't met the devil here, I wouldn't know I was strong enough to fight him. He never said who it was, but he hinted that the devil moves through people. Maybe it was an executive, maybe it was a deal, maybe it was a moment. Whatever it was, X said he ain't never going back. And that lines up with what Katt said in the 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 interview. You either rock with God's side or the other side. Ain't no in between. So maybe that Arizona story was a coded message. Maybe it was a warning, or maybe just like with everything else X said, folks didn't catch it until it was too late. But what do you think? Was X speaking truth from the jump? And is Katt carrying that same torch? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Suge got arrested, right? You and Suge got arrested. Is that true?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Like, and
What were we doing?
allegedly had something to do with like some type of photography, a camera or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just sure. I'm just saying this is what I read.
I'll tell you the story, and
okay.
you tell
me
me.
the story.
Then does that change how you frame this?
Okay.
So, we have a meeting with a hologram company, which is going to go into a licensing deal on some holograms. This is in Beverly Hills. So now there's a rodeo, and behind that is an alleyway where you park your vehicles. Mm-hmm. That's where we are. Suge has brought his son with him, who's 5 years old. And before we go into this meeting, Suge's son runs behind the dumpster and urinates. And a lady films his penis out, peeing behind the dumpster. And then says, oh, I thought that was Katt's kid.
While all this madness was unfolding, lawsuits, raids, exposés, DMX was somewhere years ago already talking about demons. Not just inner demons, real ones. He told Dr. Phil straight up the devil came to him 3 times, tried to strike a deal, tempted him with promises, power, material gain. X said he listened but never folded. He saw through the mask. Then came that infamous interview where he said he met the devil in Arizona. At first he loved the place, the peace, the sunsets, the energy. But then something shifted. He said, this gotta be God's country until I met the devil here. After that moment, he vowed never to come back, not to perform, not to visit, not even to fly over the state. He said, you can't call one person the devil because the devil moves through people. That's heavy. Whatever happened in Arizona, it wasn't a random bad night. It was spiritual warfare, and it left a mark on him. That wasn't metaphor to X, that was experience. And now, P. Diddy is on trial right now for most of the same dark stuff DMX been trying to warn us about. Back then, folks said he was paranoid, high, out of his mind, but now them same stories, X dropped in interviews, in lyrics, in cryptic references, they sound like prophecy. Let's not forget, DMX wasn't just in the studio, he was in Hollywood too, on movie sets, at events, in back rooms and closed door meetings with the biggest players in entertainment. He was connected, and if these rumors about Diddy, rituals, and twisted parties were floating around, best believe X heard them. Yeah, DMX has struggles, substance abuse, legal drama, but don't let that distract you. That man was still speaking truth. He just wasn't protected like others.
So yeah, that's what happened.
See, man, this is
So
why,
understand, we were facing 20 years, Suge and I. 20 years for that. And if it wasn't for the fact that this is Beverly Hills and it's all on camera, they had no problem sending us up the river when we couldn't have possibly done what was being said. That lady said that she got jumped on by me.
And that's the difference. His pain was public. His warnings were ignored. And now we playing catch up. All this ties right back to what Katt Williams said on 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. This ain't just about fame. This is spiritual. You either roll with God or you roll with the other side. Ain't no middle lane, no neutral ground. Katt said it straight. These people ain't powerful. Satan can't create blessings. All he can do is lie, trick, and distract.
Just once since I've done it so much. This is such a major
What
part.
about today?
Please shut up, man.
No,
I'm talking about. No, listen, man. Listen, man. I'm not going for this.
You don't get. I was talking to Xavier.
Damn, yo, for real.
I was talking to Xavier. I'm not intimidated by you.
You don't gotta be intimidated, man. Stop running your mouth.
What about this?
I'm not.
And that's why folks in Hollywood who sold their soul always act like it ain't happened. That's their job, to fake it. DMX was never one of them. He walked through the fire, but he didn't sell his soul. He was in the belly of the beast and came out swinging. In his music, in his interviews, in his prayers, he told us, he gave us the map. When he said he met the devil in Arizona, that wasn't just a metaphor, that was a warning shot. That might have been his way of saying he was offered something, a major deal, a contract, a lifetime of luxury. But the price was too high. It wasn't just about money. It was about ownership, about identity, about soul. And for a man like X, who saw life in terms of light versus dark, spirit versus flesh, truth versus illusion, he knew he couldn't fake it. So he left and told us all to wake up before it's too late. The crazy part, most people didn't get it until after he died. They heard the bars, they quoted the lyrics, but they missed the message. Now that Diddy's on trial, the world is finally looking back at what X tried to warn us about. Maybe he wasn't just speaking for himself. Maybe he was speaking for all the artists caught in that machine trying to hold on to their soul. So now I gotta ask, was DMX dropping hidden messages this whole time? Was Arizona code for something way darker And is Katt Williams the last one still standing, holding the torch? Drop your theories in the comments. Let's talk about it. And don't miss what we're about to uncover in the next video.